God bless you and good morning. I know you're wondering what is going on. Some of you have been following me along as I take the time to share with you what we're doing and why you're not seeing the services in the sanctuary. I'm preparing this spot now just for you so you can understand how important it is that we maintain our excellence, even in our streaming. We're improving our systems. We're making some changes as it relates to certain programs and how we're going to stream. We're doing some really excellent training for our great team that we have in order that we might be able to do excellent things for the Lord. It's exciting just thinking about it, but I also want you to know that we will return with our live Facebook on Sunday mornings. I would love for you to join us in the sanctuary. We're going to be in the sanctuary at 10 a.m. So right now, we're having church, and you ought to come on by. God is doing great things for us as we take the time to ensure that we present our best for Him. You know, excellence is important, and it has to have a spirit within you to allow that excellence to come forth. I'm so proud of the team that we have, and they want to ensure that we're giving our best for the Lord. I know you're probably missing it. I get a lot of folks letting me know, and I want to thank you for that faithfulness. Don't go away. I've got something great coming your way. You know, the Lord spoke to me and just began to share something with me, and I said, well, I believe the Lord wants me to share this with those who are listening to me on Sunday mornings. You know, sometimes our fear can hold us back from the great things of God. The Lord just began to talk to me about and say, is your fear holding you back? Are there times that circumstances get in the way, but the solution is just as fearful as the circumstance you're in? You know, remember that story in the book of Matthew where the disciples were in the boat, a storm arose, and they're afraid, thinking, we're going to perish. Jesus comes walking on the water. And as he comes walking on the water, they're thinking we're seeing a ghost or a spirit, and certainly we're going to perish. But Jesus then begins to communicate to them and let them know, it is I, don't have any fear. Sometimes when Jesus communicates to us in the circumstance, the solution that he shares with us seems to be just as devastating as the circumstance we're in. I remember a story where a building had a flood rising around it, and it was rising to all the floors. Some of the inhabitants decided to keep going higher and higher until they got to the last floor, and eventually they were on the roof of that building. They saw the water rising. Their fear of that circumstance was that that water was going to overtake them. But suddenly came along a boat. And when the boat came along, the situation or the thing that would save them looked just as frightening as the circumstance they were in. So they said, no, that's okay. You guys go on. As that humorous story goes, I'm waiting on the Lord. How many times has the Lord sent our rescue, but our fear was holding us back from being able to receive it? Just think about that. I know the circumstance that I'm in, I don't want to be in, but the situation that solves my circumstance may also require me to believe God and step out on faith. Listen, beloved, I want you to know that boats are designed to make it through water. It's only when water gets in the boat that the boat is in danger. Whenever we allow the fear to get in us, to overtake us, then no matter what the circumstance is, we find ourselves in danger of not being able to overcome. That's not God's best for you, and I know it's not his best for me. He wants us to be victorious. I want to challenge you today to move away from the fear. Don't let your fear hold you back from the solution that you've been waiting on for God to do. I believe he's bringing that solution to you, and it may look a little challenging, but go ahead and step out on faith and watch what happens in your life. You'll look back on that circumstance or that particular situation and realize the only thing that was holding you back was your fear. And when you overcame that, you overcame that which you thought was going to be your demise. This Bishop-elect Frank Thompson saying, don't forget, we're coming back live in the sanctuary real soon. Are you praying for us? Are you thinking about us and making sure that your prayers are going up? If you want a place to sow, this is a good place to do it. I want you to know that I can't wait for what God is going to do for us and for you. Remember now, if you truly want to worship, come to the worship center. We're in the sanctuary right now. You should come on and enjoy the Lord with us. God bless you. I'll see you soon.